Hey, Steve. What's happening? What's happening, Steve?
What's happening, Steve?
What's happening with Steve podcast episode. You already know. I don't know which number this is because I just be filming these mofos. But yeah, I'm in here with Mr. Killeen, or you know what I'm saying. You can introduce yourself as well. Make sure you tell them your at and shit so they can find you and whatnot. You already know.
Yeah, it's Mr. _Killeen. That's my personal, so I probably won't follow you back. It's private, but
Yeah, tell them the brand one though. Tell
the
them
brand one is I_love LOVE_Killeen KILLEEN.
And I'm glad you just said that. So you're the owner of that brand as well, right? That's your brand. You created it, and so like. What made you do even start that brand first off? Cause I know I see you brought some merch over there for your boy. So what made you start the brand? You know, we both are clean and shit. So I'm fucking with that shit. I love the movie. I love what bro doing. He be doing a whole bunch of stuff, giving back to the community, doing merch. I be seeing him at the pop-up shit, all that shit. So yeah, bro, how'd you get started in that shit? What made you like want to put clean and push that brand like yeah, this us?
I would say I would have to give my first honor to God, but for the intuition, but he laid it on my father's heart back in 2018. It was in the spring. I graduated from UMHB. Shout out to the crew.
Yeah. Just make sure you close to the mic so he can pick you up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that shit. That's where you graduated from.
Yeah, I graduated in 2017.
Okay.
Spring. So when I finally got back into education in the Killeen side, because I was doing it in Temple, 2018 in the spring, it would have been my first year in education in Killeen ISD, and so.
No, yeah. For those that don't know, tell them what you do as like in for Killeen ISD, like where you.
I am a PE coach right now, so it's very abnormal in the sector to.
Did you?
You're a businessman and as a teacher, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, this kids you could use the kids is the main thing. So it's like, did you choose the PE? Was that like did you want to start that first? Like, let me just start off with PE first.
When I came in 2018,
and then I'll figure out what else maybe I want to go and teach later on.
Yeah, when I came in 2018, I would have loved to go straight into it, but I was A for 3 years.
Oh yeah.
So I did it 2018, 2019, 2020.
And those are I remember going to school and seeing the A's and be like, hey, what do you do? Sometimes a lot of A's don't last. You know, when you're growing up, you see teachers, you're like, damn, what happened to that cool ass A? You're like, oh yeah, they probably don't.
They're not making no bread.
Yeah, it's hard to do. You gotta have. That's why you gotta have that's why you have another hustle and a whole other revenue. Yeah. Well, nowadays you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Nowadays you get paid. So.
But my father had tempted me, man. He had told me he did because my father did 21 years, 7 months, 6 days. Sound like a prison sentence. That's how many years he did in the military.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, damn, I'm about to say where you doing that? Like, yeah, he's in the military. Okay.
He'll make sure you know it to the T, and
oh, that's why you don't forget it, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and he is still in pastoral and everything. So I'm a pastor's boy for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my origin through and through. I've always felt confident in speaking on that, but he asked me what am I doing, and during that time period. I said I was teaching. You know, I figured that was good enough for the community. You know, I'm already giving back. Like yeah, but I'm retared military and I still teach at the church and I still teach students. And
I do a lot of stuff, so I feel like it's kind of like, dang, you doing all that, and it make me feel like I ain't doing anything.
He up one on me, and so through all my upbringing, he was always very gun ho on teaching me a lot about activism. And throughout the books that I passively did and didn't read like he should have told me to, you know what I mean? And I didn't really get through them like I should have, but I grabbed something from each. And so throughout the years, man, I just tried to master it the best way I could. And I came up with a plan, wrote it down in a journal, sent it out to everybody from my neighborhood. And I figured it would be the best way to just like approach the problems in the area, the community, things that we could work on to just attack organization.
So you kind of like did like just a straight blueprint for the stuff. Like, hey, I want this the plan I got. Whoever down, come with me. If not,
you would give it like
I'm still doing it though. Like, this is what I'm doing.
A straight anecdote would be like Huey P. when they came up with the 10-point plan.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah,
so just really trying to come up with different ways that, man, everybody don't teach at school, man.
No, there's a lot of. I'm glad you thinking about it like that. I'm glad you putting it out there to the light because there's a lot of stuff I learned not in school at all. You know what I'm saying? From like cool ass mentors or stuff on the side, like you said, pick it from each stuff, and then you become a great man later. You know what I'm saying? Overall, so you put together that plan, and then what made you put it?
Brand still ain't came about though, and so I get to actually putting work in the community a little bit. So the brand came.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I can follow that.
Around that time, if I remember correctly, Kobe came home 2017.
Yeah, 2017 for sure.
I didn't move back to Killeen until the fall of 2018.
Shout out Young Kobe.
Shout out Young Kobe. I didn't move back to Killeen until the fall of 2018. And so when I got a chance to get in contact with him, really on some linking up, I moved back to the North, you know what I'm saying?
And he hit the ground running, so he came out.
Man, my God.
So you already know. He ain't stopped since, so.
I was teaching, bro. I'm not really into that. I wouldn't really even think about business. I wasn't thinking about none of that stuff. Kobe already on the camera. Hey, bro, here's a little chick. Woo, go make some shirts. At the time, we were still trying to come up with a name of the organization. I came in straight and said Northside Scholars. That's the first thing I came up with.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to shade nobody, but my focus was putting all
That's dope, though.
You know what I mean? My focus was, even the APs at school know about it, bro. Like my focus was trying to get funding some way, somehow, and put it back in the community. Just started out with some shirts. But Kobe and I went back over names for the brand for the longest, and he was like, bro, at the end of the day, that sound cool, but ain't nobody outside of our neighborhood gonna mess with it. It's called Northside Scholars, bro.
I mean, the foe is Northside too, so I fuck with it.
Yeah. But we know what neighborhood ain't finna rock with that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Shout out to the West, man. Ain't going down like that.
It's basically, it's only the L and the foe is the North, really. So it's like, I feel what you're saying. Ain't no one else can really.
I said, man, you an artist. Come up with something creative.
That's still dope, though. Northside Scholars dope. Y'all need to do a separate branch, though. I'm buying, you know what I'm saying? Especially on our side of town, it's not as nice as the other side of town, so we need more of that type of stuff.
Pretty dark on this side.
Yeah, on our side of town, we need that. You know what I'm saying? So
Kobe came up with about a week or two later, man. About a week or two later, he came up with I Love Killeen.
Yeah.
2018, fall of 2018, the actual name 2018, man. I Love Killeen was birthed. And so, speaking of,
now this I Love Killeen too. I know y'all see y'all be wearing this hat.
Right here on the back.
I wear this hat so much I done washed it a few times just because it be dirty.
Got him a special custom pack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got the custom in this motherfucker. Let's go. Right, I'm keeping the package and everything. I Love Killeen clothes, all that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this Linsky. Let me see what it is. You got that new smell too. You already know. We got the short ski. And we got a shirt ski too. We got the whole outfit. Oh, I'm coming down straight. Evil Silent boys too, man. They already know what it is. Oh yeah, I'm wearing this shit on the next episode, to be honest. Yeah, you already know. Hey, I appreciate you, Mike, guys. Yeah, you already know. I appreciate you pulling up doing the podcast too. You already know, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I would like to have you on more episodes as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you started the brand, which is right here. I Love Killeen.
Man, Kobe pushing them shirts. He went crazy with them. For the first whole year and a half, nobody even knew anything other than that's Kobe brand, which is fine by me. Till date, if somebody wanted to recognize it like that, I don't really care about that, man.
At the end of the day, it's just helping build the brand up.
Hello.
Yeah. So it's like
understand networking, man.
All promos is good promo, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Understanding that. So he pushed it. He had a few events. Even had a chance to wear the merch. He got into the newspaper. It was just different steps here and there. We started doing supply drives. Man, we've been doing supply drives since I believe the first one we did was 2019.
What was that y'all did at the park for? Is that the supply drive?
That was another one.
Okay, yeah.
Man, we do them every year. It's not no competition, man. We've always given the opportunity for everybody to reach out, chime in.
I seen Duncan be over there and stuff. Yeah, that's my guy.
Boy, shout out Duncan, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out First National. Yes, sir. That boy right there is doing his thing.
No, that's my guy, for sure. Good vibes always.
Doing his thing, for sure. And
so you started around basically just to get back to the community.
Man, that's all we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really even about selling anything, even till date.
See, that's a good.
It's not about that.
That's why it's always going to thrive, because a lot of people get into it. Just like, I make money. And money's cool.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, money's cool, but you gotta have. It gotta be like a bigger vision than just like, what are you gonna do when you get the money? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have it. So you're doing it for a better cause.
This is why I always encourage people, like, everybody got their own take on it, and everybody can reach millions by doing their own recipe. However, wherever you're from, if you want to create your own entrepreneurial route, that's fine. Keep a 9 to 5 though.
No, you gotta have the one type of, like, if you got a lot of stuff on your plate, you gotta have that guaranteed revenue. You know what I'm saying? So.
You need that, because unless you just got hella investors, and most people not going to invest in something, okay, nobody's going to invest in anything that they don't know that's going to work, because we operate off sensory and touch, you know what I'm saying, and vision. So somebody got to see it happening. It's the same with my family. You know, I can come up with that same story and nobody believed in me, man. I came and I did.
The most classic, I came from the mud, I got it out there. Come on, that's the most classic thing ever.
Yeah, but nobody believes in nobody until you start making plays.
That's what I'm saying. You have to get it in. So I'm like,
make some plays.
Like, if they don't see that you believe in yourself, they ain't not gonna believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta show them you trying this shit. And by that time, most of the time, you really won't need nobody when you are. Most of the time. But you'll only attract the people you actually do need, instead of the people that ain't supposed to be around. So.
We put that car on the road from 2019 all the way, because I got out of teaching in 2020, specifically this spring of 2019. Yeah, I didn't do that next school year. 2019, 2020 range, man, we put that car on the road. Me and my partner Vince, like, my boy V, we put that car on the road from here to Dallas to Houston. That car done been all the way to Victoria.
I be seeing you, bro. You be like, shit, I'm shipping them out. And it's all like in house, and ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do it all yourself, straight groundwork. Like,
if it wasn't for bro, it would have been many more car wrecks. We put that car ridiculously on the road, bro. Just try to get the brand. Like they always say, you could become a hometown hero and you can die there too.
No, facts.
You can die there too. So if you give yourself the opportunity to be welcomed and known about in different areas around the state, my God, man, you could just really take off. And it was easy for me because of alumni, you know, going to school and everything at college. Everybody on my team, man, when I play football, is from every different portion, every different region of Texas.
Going to college, you got to one up. For sure, because you automatically got to plug to networking already, like you already know people.
My first customers was from Houston.
Yeah, that's how it be.
So, you know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity to meet a lot of different people and so even when we do the supply drives, those same people are willing to and always do put funding in our communities. They ain't even from, ain't never been to Killeen.
They just want to see some good. They just want to see shit shaking, so they can like, all right, now I can y'all doing it. I can invest in it, or I can still keep blessing you. I'm glad to keep the brand still going. You know what I'm saying?
Some solid people that do that every year, man. And
you gotta have a team, bro. That's what.
It's never been about the money, man. But we are at that time of period with the brand now where trying to pull that Master P, man.
Yeah,
it's all about deals at this point. We have acquired within the city 3 or 4 gas stations. Or is it? Yeah, 3 gas stations. We just got our first one in the West. We ain't got no merch in it, but he has agreed to want the merch and put it in there. But we got merch in the smoke shop, gas stations around the city. And we ventured out. My partner Otay, he had got the deal for me at Austin Revive. It's at the Lakeline Mall.
Oh, okay.
So we got a partnership with them, and man, anytime we need to, if there's a space on the rack, he give us it. You know what I'm saying? And that's
a big thing too.
That's a big thing, man. It's not in the city of Killeen.
That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna have people buying shit from all over. You know what I'm saying? Don't even be from there. It's all about just. I mean, we wear shit that from everywhere else. I see people,
that's
everybody wears
the hardest thing to get people to appreciate.
Like, bro, like people be dripping like Cali shit all day, every day. I'm like, bro, that's straight up California. Like, we not even from there or anything. People be dripped out and all that shit. So why we can't do it? We can do it too. Be worldwide. You already know.
And all our thing is simply about spreading peace and love, bro. There's not a community or a city or a state or a continent that wouldn't welcome that. You know
What helped you
So,
come up with the logo? What made you think of the logo? Like,
well, we kept calling it "I Love Killeen" so much, I drew it out.
okay, yeah.
I gotta and I encourage anybody that is wanting to do the entrepreneur route, and you really, really got all these amazing ideas, write them down. Go to DG, that's otherwise known as Dollar General, get you a 99-cent notebook, get you a pen or a pencil, and write it down. Everything about the brand since 2018 that I've written down has come to pass. Every single goal. Goals that we had about becoming partners, being a vendor with the school district in 10 years, happened in 3.
Yeah, oh yeah.
3 years.
Making it happen just by writing it down, bro.
And speaking of, you know what I mean? Speaking on L's, a lot of times people don't proudly speak on those because we try to hide those and just act like everything great. We lost recently in this bidding to be a vendor for the entire school district and produce a cafeteria like child nutrition school uniform.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
yeah.
all the polos that the school staff, cafeteria staff wear, the aprons, we was about to do that. You know, we finished 3rd in the running, and I ain't gonna lie, we've only been here since 2018.
And that's
They
dope.
done messed up, man. They done messed up in the
You
best
already
way
third,
possible.
so yeah, it's up.
In the best way possible, because to even get recognition like that, praise be to Allah, bro. That's a blessing, man. Like, it takes a long time, a lot of times, to get to them endeavors you really reaching. But
And that's like a different goal. Like, it's harder to reach than you think. Like, that's some city shit. You know what I'm saying? School district shit. It's a lot of politics. It's just like anything else in politics. It's for real. You know what I'm saying? So to come in 3rd is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't even have goals like that. When they start close, like that's you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying?
What your brand mean though? And that's I think a lot of times when the thing that aggravated me the most, I ain't gonna lie, I've become a lot more mature within this past year, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And receiving and dishing out things and communication. But when they would come to me in the DMs and they ask me how to do, what to do, where you get, where you got, and it's just like, bro, I literally went to school for 4.5 years to be a teacher.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with education.
Listen, I had to do to figure this shit out.
Google.com, bro. That's all I ever did.
People want the easiest route there, bro. They don't want to put in no work. You should know that already. They trying to, come on, man.
Google.com, man.
That's all people hit me up. I'm trying to get in the studio today. What's up? We free right now? Right now, I'm like, nah, I got to be booked at least 24 hours in advance for the deposit. This is how it is. Like, I can't.
Respect.
You can't just skip over it, like certain things. You know what I'm saying?
And I would encourage.
And if you do stuff with trial and error, you're gonna like learn more. You're gonna like respect the craft more. Like, if that makes sense.
I was at the since 2018. I've been at the kiosk. That's where I would send them to. And I know people probably felt shaded and like, I ain't take it too good, bruh. It just so happens today, I did a custom merch myself, custom little fit. I go meet up with the logo artist pretty much for the whole brand.
Yeah.
At the mall today. He just so happened to be there, got a few shirts made, and it was very humbling, man. That's where I started at. I literally started up there, going up there all the times, paying $30 for one T-shirt.
Yeah.
Just to sell it for $25, just to get the brand out there, the name, the logo. And by the way, we got that trademarked. So like, that'd be the biggest reason, and at first why they wasn't allowing us to get any clemency into the stores.
Yeah, you gotta get that shit trademarked. Like the Stugard, I got my shit trademarked, Stugard. So, you know, I already know you gotta get your shit trademarked.
Gotta get it
trademarked. If you're gonna have a brand that's expanding like that, for sure.
And this one is, and this is how I look at it. Down the line, let's go 20 years from now, 30 years from now, every store, every sector of Killeen should be in some fact making money off of the brand. They supposed to be making money. We created it literally for the city.
Able to make bread off of it.
Come on, man. You telling me
like a regular brand, like Nike or any other brand.
You go to any state in America with a national sports team, the entire city makes money off of selling their merch. Every store, every business, even if you just got it painted on a wall, you're gonna make money off of just like showcasing and advertising that brand because it represents the city. This is the first brand, and it's no compo, and we never will be in compo because we don't look at it that way. This is the first brand that ever been created for every sector, every realm of the city. And there's some brands, if not a lot of brands, that's appreciated from. There's some certain people from each sector that appreciate their brand, but it ain't a conglomerate.
Yeah, it's a lot of brands, but a lot of brands ain't consistent.
Even the one you wearing on your hat right now, in theory, if you from the K, you understood it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, then it's good. But if you're from the city, shout out to the West and shout out to the Borough. It was a clash, and let's be real. If you ever try to do...
A funny story though, I was I remember you gave us these hats, me and Quentin. I had the other color hat. Quentin took my hat at the studio on accident because we got faded, and I took his hat, so we just kept it since then. So he ended up with mine, and I ended up with his. You know what I'm saying?
You ever tie those two flags together in any time and generation, it's gonna be a little confliction.
No, facts. And I was around all the time.
And I'm forcing it with the brand. A lot of times I force putting the orange and the yellow together. And this is
like what I did with music. I was I did music to kind of be like on some DJ Screw shit to bring the city together. I swear to God, people didn't really know that. Like people from my own hood when I first started in high school recording and all that, they were like low key like not hate me, but kind of like be a little like, damn, I don't know how to take it. Steve's fucking with everybody. Like, how am I supposed to expand my brand or the music, or how are we gonna blow up if we not even fucking with our own city from up the street or whatever? And when I started meeting people from other hoods and knowing their character, when I went to Richard Milburn, and I was cool with some Willow people and all that, but when I started to get to know people and know their character, it's like, man, real is real. You know what I'm saying? Fake is fake. And I was like, bro, if this music shit in Killeen never gonna blow up. We would have had no studios out here, none of that, if it was just keep plexing like that. So it's the same thing with the brand. Like,
yes, sir.
You ain't never gonna sell if you can't even sell up the street. Like, oh no, it ain't mine. Like, what? It ain't gonna work. So I'm glad I figured that out a long time ago. Shout out to Jay Screw, because that was my inspiration. He brought everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Like, from all the different hoods and all that shit. So it was like
that's the only reason I call myself Mr. Killeen. When I was in college, my act name was Loving the Crew, CRU, and it really was a take from Drake, the song.
Yeah. Classic.
You know what I'm saying? He called it CREW, but they even played it at the stadium when we would come out, Loving the Crew, because it was cliche, we Crusaders. But man, I only changed it to Mr. Killeen because even through college, man, I stayed screaming Killeen. I just love my city. It ain't no cap in it. Like, I really love my city. I don't care how much they talk down, and I mean the residents.
Yeah.
It really ain't the outsiders as much as the residents. Talk down on your own city, hate your city. Man, it's a lot of beautiful businesses, a lot of beautiful foods, there's a lot of great politicians, there's a lot of great teachers.
A lot of everything out here, bro.
There's a lot of great everything out here. And so, like, I just really have tried to find a way to put it all together with the logo that represents love and truly represent the K. And like, if you're not even from the city, number one, and we tried it, they don't see the K. When they see the logo, they see a big heart.
Yeah.
We see the K because it was meant to be there.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in the heart and shit.
It's meant to be that way, man. So
I love Killeen because of how integrated it is, and I want to be like so musically inclined and like advanced. I think of advanced at least because of everything is meshed together for so long. I grew up with so many nationalities, so many different races, so many different people from all aspects of the world, like not even just America. So it was like, I that's why I really do fuck with Killeen, you know. And I hate when people talk down on the city. It's just like, if you don't like it here, you can just leave. It's that simple, bro.
We did a classroom logo. Please leave. We did a classroom logo that was on the back of our like little fleece jackets or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's directly, we did a cartoon style, and we just like gave the depiction directly what you just said. In the classroom, you got 10 different nationalities.
Bro, from everywhere, like from all across the world,
did a good job, man, of illustrating that, man. So it's just like that in Killeen, man. It makes you have to respect everybody. If a person is really like bigot of any sort, or you know what I'm saying, towards any side, it's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I got a strong passion for my African folk. I love myself. I love my people. But to dismiss anybody else, that's not me. I'm not gonna cap. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, and I really try to give that energy.
Doing that, if you put out that, it's classic one-on-one life. You give out that negative energy, you only gonna get it back. So the same amount of negative energy back. So and it's not even worth it, bro. It's just like, I don't hear people talk down on businesses and shit like that. I'm like, shit, that's cool. Like,
yes, sir.
I got a studio. I can't record everybody. I ain't finna talk down everybody. I can't record the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough. There's enough money and everything in the world for everybody. So, like merch, all that. People like, well, everybody makes merch. Bro, it's because you can make merch. That's what it is. Merch is the main thing one-on-one, though. I be trying to tell, like, artists when they come to the studio, I'm like, bro, you know, they be like, what can I do to brand myself? Help out my little buzz. I'm like, bro, you need to get you some merch.
Like, you can put it on a napkin, put it on a napkin.
Yeah, anything, bro. Just, bro, do all that. Make you a pencil, make you an eraser. It don't even matter. Like, do whatever, bro. You gonna make you a motherfucking kitchen set. It don't matter, bro. People gonna buy it.
And the way that the internet is set up now, I don't know if that's due to the AI. I'm not really certain, but the way the internet is set up now, like, anything you type in on the search bar will pop up on your feed. So if you're searching for tools of a hardware store, all of a sudden you'll start getting tool hardware advertisement on your timeline. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, it's all generated based upon what you're searching. So the easiest way to get any type of plug access to merch is to look up merch. That's all you need to do. They'll DM you.
Right, yeah.
I ain't really had to go looking too hard. They'll DM you. All you gotta do is test out 10 different ones that you prefer. You know what I'm saying? When you really find a plug, the merch plug is different than sometimes going through Alibaba. When you go through Alibaba, like, depending on what you're ordering, that might make you order a minimum of 250 tees.
Yeah, facts.
If you up and coming artist, if you up and coming, whatever the case may be, entrepreneur in general, you're not gonna sell 250.
That's a lot. They gonna be sitting on them motherfuckers for sure.
They're probably the first person to ever come through the streets and just able to sell straight 100 copies and just bust them down like that.
Nah, facts. It's
that's
like
not normal. People not doing that. That's just not normal. So it's best to find you a real manufacturer, because once you find a real manufacturer, you can order 10 and they'll ship you 10 and that's done. You can go ahead and get those 10 off and you'll be good. You won't be sitting around having $2,500 worth of product in your room and only sold 300 of it and you mad now.
Yeah, you don't want to just be sitting on that motherfucking merch, bro.
Nah, once you find
then you gonna have to start giving it away and shit, and then you're gonna be like, fuck, that's a loss.
For sure. Lord forbid, that is how you eat, literally. You gonna be, and I just was posting about this other day. If you don't have a 9 to 5, bro, and you only eating off of your entrepreneurship, and I've done it.
I did too when I first started.
If you're not willing to go through them times with your lights being off, your water being off,
when you starting off like that, bro.
Man, look at you. Go ahead, keep your 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because it's gonna keep you consistent. You know what I'm saying? What you're looking for in an inconsistent business is consistency in life, bro. You need that somewhere, because business is too inconsistent. You're gonna go up, you're gonna go down. You're gonna run the bag up, you're probably gonna lose the bag because you had to reinvest and you didn't make it back. That's just how it go a lot of times. So, like, if you're not willing to continually take those losses, it really ain't the line for you.
No, I took a hell of losses. It's up and down. Like I tell people, it's like this in the music, the business, whatever. Like run a business, music, whatever. It's up and down. So it's like you're gonna have some fun at times, and you're gonna have them times like, damn, I'm all alone. It's slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And then it's always gonna pick back up. You gotta stay down. That's how you know who's strong in this motherfucking business game. There's been times I've been like, damn, that's slow. No way booking right now, and then boom, I'm booked for like 2 months. So you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it be.
A lot of times it just depends on where you at too, with understanding of who you are, because man, you'll start hating people. You'll be getting mad at people who ain't banking them bookings. You know what I mean? Like, Man, they got bills too.
No, yeah. In fact, I had to figure all that out. In my business, it's like I'm the last thing people come to do. My shit's for like fun. It's music. Unless you super love that shit, like. People ain't, you know what I'm saying? People go get a tattoo before they come to the damn studio. So my shit is literally extra money people spend that they don't have to spend them unless you super love music. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you that's what I do type shit. And that's what I do. But I know exactly what you're saying. Some people be working all week and like, I just got this little extra money to go to the studio right quick. That's not a priority. The bills and all that shit's the priority. The studio's just some extra shit. So trust me, I know I had to figure that out too. Like, well, yeah, my shit is really just for fun shit. Or
you
for
really do got that pressure.
You know,
but they ain't willing to pay that for you right now.
Yeah,
so
you already know.
You just gotta keep finding time. Because one thing that finds, it's one of my pet peeves. I ain't gonna cap, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good pet peeve to have for myself because it makes me know, like, I care. But you'll get a lot of people to tune in to everything you post. Zero interaction. And you'll post again and they flatline watching your stuff. Zero interaction. I be like confused because we drop merch sporadically.
Yeah.
Before these shorts came out, we hadn't dropped merch in a literal year. We post all the time and we not reposting merch and people are always tuned in. What you watching?
They want, bro, that's how it be, bro. People always gonna be watching, bro.
That lets you know that if you are being watched and it is a continuation of being watched, you either posting some good-ish or you post some bull. And a lot of times bull sells longer, way faster than anything that's real and consistent and great for life. So, man, it'd be interesting and humbling, man, because we really just be posting free game. We be just trying to just encourage people, bro, to be encouraged.
That's where it starts, bro. Believe it or not, it's hard for a lot of people to be motivated. It's hard for me to be motivated. So just that little shit like that, people like that go a long way. That's what people really used to love. People will be watching behind the scenes and really be like, not in a bad way sometimes. They just don't know how to interact. Like they just like, oh yeah, I fuck with this shit, but I don't know how to. You know, you got your haters gonna watch.
That's one of the things that every old head of the city, I'm not gonna lie, probably even you, they done been reached out by me, bro. Even the younger heads, forget my age group, even the younger ones, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I got a little homie.
You and Kobe the same age?
Kobe is 1 year younger than me.
Okay, cool.
I got a little homie, and when I say little homie, I don't mean how like the older homie is say literally like a year or two younger. No, that's cap. That's your partner.
Yeah.
Little homie is the dude that's less than 18. And I've been knowing one cat literally since he's in the 6th, and he's going this year to a junior year. I've been putting money in his pocket since he was 6th grade. And every time that I was putting money in his pocket, it was a trash cleanup. Clean the hood up, trash cleanup. Bro might only been working for 10 minutes, he still get it done.
Yeah.
Man, we had to cut the yard for about an hour just to get it done. So
what? In the heat?
In the heat.
A couple yards, shit.
Man,
couple yards be like $50.
Man,
2-3 yards, you like, damn. Just because you're a young kid, that's all they gonna pay, $50.
I'm just trying to simply teach, simply the same thing John Singleton had put up on Trey Daddy, the saying the lines, the boys in the hood. Cleaning up your hood, taking care of your area. That way that it don't go down in profit. That way that it don't get run down. That way that everybody starts to appreciate, not depreciate their own area. Literally been putting money in little bro pocket since he was in the 6th grade. And checking him by grades. We not gonna skip that part like, yeah, I'm gonna put bread in your pocket, but I knew it was the gateway to get him to listen.
Yeah.
Put some money in my I mean, I see you at the stove cooling all the time with your homie. You got 1-2 houses where we from. You either finna rob it or you finna go make some money to go spend some money up in there.
And if you teach them early to make the money like that, the legit way, that shit going a long way. It's like, what? Shit, I can just take this, what I already know, and just.
It's too common, even as grown men, from time to time. I even find myself doing it, depending on the neighborhood, because I try not to do it in Killeen. I shouldn't do it, period, but that's the point. A little rapper of anything, just toss it out the window real quick. somebody he did him around him before type of ordeal, and I wasn't there. He came to me the next time. He told me he had checked him. It was just funny to me because I'm like, before you started picking up trash, but I know you ain't care nothing about nobody putting up trash on the ground.
That shit helped it out though. You see that shit go a long way. And to me, if it do throw some trash, like, which is probably rare. I'm not like a trash person like that. I feel shitty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm nobody gonna come pick that up.
You know what I'm saying? I feel shitty, bro. So I'm like, I don't really throw trash outside like that. Probably ever, to be honest. Like,
it depended on what neighborhood you in, because I didn't have the opportunity to live in the suburbs in Austin. And it wasn't my
time I would throw something is probably on the highway. Like, just on the back.
They got people that come clean up.
That's the only thing. That's the only time I'll throw some trash. They got people that come
clean up the highway.
Like, I'm not finna just throw no trash in my hood. Like, nah.
Nobody coming to clean up the folk but us. Nobody coming to clean up the L, the Barrel, the West, the Glen, anywhere around here.
That's why I be seeing people like, I don't know how people be talking about like my hood and like they're trying to gentrify and shit. I'm like, go ahead. Y'all ain't doing anything. How we gonna make it look better, bro? Like, y'all. They take it the wrong way.
I didn't know that there's different types of gentrification. There's good types as well.
I'm looking at mine is good because it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna like. They just put that new Starbucks right there. I'm like, go ahead and do that. Like,
it just always depends on who is owning the businesses and who and where the money is going. Now, if you put a Starbucks here, that's good. It do bring money to the neighborhood. It do bring jobs. But we know Starbucks ain't finna dump no load in the folk.
No, they only, bro. I'm just saying they make it like.
But that's a good thing.
It's the little thing. You're making it look better. Like our shit's tore up. No one's doing anything about it. Like, so it's like, if nobody, shit, I ain't even mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
from this side all the way down almost to Northernville, there's no access to nutrition.
No, you can't. It's just straight trash.
Literally no access to nutrition. There's no pun on like the soul food spots we got. That's good food eatery. But I mean straight access to nutrition and ways to help us. They're talking about this side of the city is the most violent. The first thing to help a person think peacefully, respond peacefully,
no, we don't even have no grocery store, bro. Like,
they
took our grocery store away.
Nutrition. There's not even a smoothie shop, and so like these are the type of things.
The only thing we got is we got the Mexican meat market. You can go buy like vegetables and stuff like that. That's the only thing we got down this area. Like, that's it. But at least they got like you said, vegetables and they like fruits and shit. So
man, we need access.
But we don't even have a grocery store on this side of town, bro. That's the crazy part,
bro.
Like, bro.
Once you get those, you change that right there. That starting point. Once you can get those type of things, you can change the way a person thinks just all that instantly. Most of the students I'm dealing with at school, bro, they coming up there not even eating, bro. And you know, a lot of times they got the free lunch and everything now, free breakfast and everything now. That still ain't got nothing to do when they get back to the crib.
Yeah, they ain't got no. So it's free for everybody now, or what?
It's free for everybody.
Yeah,
they ain't like it when it was coming up.
My shit was just free for like hood people, like people in like hood and Section 8.
If you need it,
like we had food stamps and shit, so I had free lunch.
It's no excuse now to make a child come to school is what they're doing.
Yeah.
We're gonna knock out all of those, bro. Just bring the child to school, let us educate them. You know what I mean? Like, and
that is scary though. I don't know if I trust no free food. Because at least back in the day, we were still kind of paying for it, so it's like kind of like some maybe not.
It's tough to speak on that, man.
It's like, I feel you. I'm just saying, for
men
me,
and women, they for sure putting in their hard labor, but you know what I mean. They ain't the ones.
I'm talking about the stuff that they bringing in there. I'm not saying they're not cooking it good. I'm talking about that stuff they
for sure.
I'm pretty sure they got their own ingredients that they have to use though. That's what I mean. Like,
and they ain't got no control.
That's what I mean. They ain't got no control over it. They making good food with what they got. Trust me.
Yeah.
Shout out to workers, but you know what I'm saying though.
Yes, sir.
It's like damn.
Yes, sir.
Like now they gonna cut costs since it's free. That's what I'm saying. Like,
anything that's free is questionable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, oh, like, see, when I had free lunch, it was only for people that needed it and stuff. But there was kids straight buying food, so it was like they making money at school.
Man, go buy a smoothie from Smoothie King right now. It's about $10 just one. So we know access to nutrition is not cheap, but it can be when there's abundance of it. And that's why I'm saying, like, and that's why I credit the brand, bro. Origins of everything and all in all, bro. One of the main 10 points of the brand was accumulating profits to dump it back in the community.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
If we come up an M, we finna quickly turn around and put an M back in the hood. Like, it's just finna happen like that, and it's gonna be like, whoa, what just happened? They putting up business, they putting up assets to this, assets to, bro, they ain't got nothing to do. So let's just think about a student who already low in literature. His literacy rate is beyond low, and he in the 8th grade about to go to high school. We know it's finna get hard in high school.
No,
He either gonna drop out or he's gonna not attend all the time. Drop out, same difference. And he gonna be on the block. Bro, ain't nothing to do for the youth, bro. And so if we can help down the line, because they was talking about it in different meetings before. Taking old homes on the north or in the fold that are run down, nobody living in them no more. Go ahead and bust out some walls. Let's make this a quick academic center. A quick little game youth hangout lounge.
I've seen them. They don't work.
They don't work too long, man.
We got a brand new Boys and Girls Club downtown, huge, where they built it. I seen them. I don't even know if they use it. I don't even see no kids there.
I've never seen.
But it's like brand new, state of art. Like they built that whole like.
And
I seen them. They turned the whole old bank into it. Made it like, and I don't see no kids there. I don't see nothing promoted about that. I don't see anything. And I'm like, what are they using that shit for? Like
stuff, man.
It's just like, because I've seen many of them things. So it's hard to
use the brand as a gateway to engage with people on the political end. I've used it to engage with people on the urban end. I've used it to engage with people on the educational end. I mean, it's been a gateway, bro, to so many different conversations. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like music, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Like that's how I know all kinds of people because of music and shit.
I be doing Uber. I mean, I used to do Uber down in Austin. Another way to help pay the brand. Doing security, you know, and I just use those times to ask a lot of times to those people I pick up in the car. So I'm always downtown picking up lawyers and things like that.
Oh yeah, you can use that time to pick their brain.
And they gave me the brand recipe. You know, how to go about this, getting this paperwork, getting that. Once you get that paperwork, it's over with. They can't mess with you, bro. Like, it's nothing you can. Man, I keep it on me too. It's some paperwork. If you go to Houston right now, like, they have these wholesale factories and everything, and you can't literally get in the door that buzz you in. Once you go in, if you don't show that you have this certain paperwork, you can't even get into the building, bro. They will literally turn you around. You gotta have the certain type of. It's right here.
So you gotta have the actual paperwork, like
they're not playing, bro.
You can't come here and get no bulk shit.
You gotta walk in with that thing on.
Yeah, you gotta have that thing on you right there.
Texas sales and use per tax permit. That's what it's called. Bro, you gotta literally show that at the door. They'll quickly turn you around. So like, just that type of stuff right there, getting that access to it, and it costs money. Hence, you need to keep a job. Like, getting paperwork, all this stuff costs money, and so like once you get it though.
It's okay to have a job, bro, to all the youth and all the people that think it's y'all watch all them videos and all that music videos, y'all think it's lame to have a job. It's not lame to have a job, bro. It's lame to have no job and not have no type of money coming in. So even if it's a part-time job, take that little bit of bread, put it into your craft or your brand. It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? Or do what you gotta do, stay afloat, and maybe like start your brand by yourself. Do it all yourself if you have to. At least you got someone to stay, operate out of, do all that shit, bro. That's all it's about. Keep staying afloat and keep the dreams going, baby. What you got going on for the rest of the year? What you got any new events coming up or any
Man, it's really finna switch on me. And that's why I really try to attack the summer when everything we drop, whatever we do. Just go hard behind it because, man, once I get back into school, bro.
It's undivided attention.
Bro, it ain't even necessarily about how much energy I need to exert towards it. It's how much care I have of it. And so, like, bro, I don't, brand, that's why I care less about merch, but we do it.
Yeah. Because
that right there builds profit. It gives us access to be able to, when we do a supply drop, I don't have to come out of pocket of $1,000. The community already spent $1,000. Let's go ahead.
It's already back into it.
Just replenishing it over and over, and so like getting people to understand that it's tough, but you just have to continuously do it. And man, I tell you what.
But to be honest, a lot of people ain't got good hearts, bro. People just be selfish, bro.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
Trust me, I know. It's like
it's tough, bro.
They don't see it like, I don't know. That's what I got at. Like, money's good, trust me, but they look at it as like a different type of. I don't know how to explain
And
it.
you are the only person in a room, and by room, community. A lot of times, so let's just say you're on the front street, because it's ones in privacy is like that too. So I'm not gonna rule them out, but you're on the front street and you're the only one choosing to be overly selfless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, bro, that'll kill you. Because it's just like you thinking everybody when they seeing what you're doing, not that it's so great and worthy, but because of what it is benefiting, you know, what type of benefits it gives to the community or people, like, hey, get behind it, bro. It's not like that.
No,
A lot of times people have self-hatred. A lot of times people will put their doubts upon you. It's just like a lot of things, people don't see it, bro, until it happens. It's just, it is what it is. Like, they're not gonna see it till it happens. And sometimes, even then, some of those people, they see it happening, they're gonna still doubt it. And that's what we call haters.
No, facts, bro. No, it is. Keep the world spinning, though. Y'all keep the brand going. Y'all keep all that shit happening, man. This was WazhaninSteve podcast, bro. You already know what it is. Got anything you want to plug in before we get up out of here? We approaching the 45-minute mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Nah, for sure.
But I'm gonna have bro on here many more times, bro. He's very knowledgeable and stuff, and put me on. Like, it's the first time, y'all know I be talking a lot, so I'm sitting back listening this motherfucking time. So yeah, I appreciate you coming down and dropping some gems.
Sure,
And anytime you want to promote or anything, you know, we locked in, bro. It's like we locked in without even saying locked in. I feel like I know you for a long ass time and shit, so
yes, sir.
that's just all love on my end. So like, you got anything you want to plug on there? Tell them where to follow you. Got the merch.
Shout out.
You got any websites? You gonna work on a website for the merch?
Yeah, www.ilk.clothing.
Okay, yeah. See, that's
Man, we had a
website.
website before. I'm not gonna keep punning, and because I don't get down like that, but it's a business in the city, of the city, that stole our website, literally. But if you don't got your paperwork, it's a legal way to take somebody's stuff. So
Yeah.
that, you know, it's a game. You got to learn the way you go. But shout out to my CFO, that's a Chief Financial Officer, my boy Vic. You know what I'm saying? He definitely puts a lot of backing behind the brand. But man, I just thank my pops for the challenge, man.
Well, I'm glad you. I thank your pops too for helping you put all this shit into the world and helping out, especially of our side of town, because
Yes, sir.
our side of town needs it. But not most importantly, the city. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
You already know. Make sure y'all show love to the motherfucking brand. And check out the merch on the website. Follow bro on Instagram and
I_love LOVE_Killeen.
that's the merch page, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the merch page. WazhaninSteve podcast. Until next time, we out. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. We out.